Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, April the 16th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I am going to be using the Story Oracle deck to see what messages you guys might need to know. So let's dive right into that. Okay guys, even with this deck, let's see what the story unfolds. Let's see what the story is about and who this may resonate with, okay? Sometimes these messages are good, sometimes they're very weird. I don't know, depends on the collective's energy. So let's see what comes out, okay? I told you guys that I have very mixed emotions when it comes to this deck because sometimes the messages aren't that clear, but sometimes they are. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but let's see what you guys might need to know, okay, when it comes to April 16th, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time for April 16th? All right. So not sure whose energy this is, but there's something about fear, okay? Now, this could be fear of abandonment. This could be fear of isolation. This could be fear of the unknown, okay? But whatever this fear is, there's something about you releasing that, letting that go. Now, that could be significant for some of you, again, with the new moon that's coming up in Aries and Taurus. Like I said, this could be very significant because, again, the new moon talks about being able to go forward, okay? Full moon talks about releasing. New moon talks about what intentions that we have and what we like to do in order for us to see change, in order for us to move forward on our path, right? So this could be about facing your fears, okay? Take what resonates with that. But some of you guys could be learning to face your fears, okay? Now, forgiveness could be very significant, okay? Like I said, there could be someone in your energy, like I said, who wants your forgiveness, okay? Now, flowers could be significant. Take what resonates, but this depends on the situation. I always say that it depends on how you feel of a situation. Now, I know a lot of people talk about forgiveness and, oh, you should forgive and forget. No, it depends on the situation. You cannot tell how someone should feel about a situation, okay? There's something about people trying to force you, okay, to forgive somebody in a situation. And for some of you, that could be the fear, okay? Forgiveness could be a fear. But if not, this could be also the opposite of maybe someone in your energy wants your forgiveness and you've moved past this energy, you've moved on. It's almost like giving someone the satisfaction, like they feel better about themselves because they received the forgiveness from you, but you still may not care about that person or you may not care about that situation. It's them who wants that forgiveness. So there's something about projection. Someone else's energy could have a lot of fear. You may be picking up on that because you're not allowing them to be forgiven. And I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm going to be really realistic. I know that when it comes to your healing journey, a lot of people say, oh, you know, you should forgive your people or should. That's great, but everybody emotionally has different ways about how they see certain things. And if you genuinely feel like people are misunderstanding you or purposely not trying to understand, or they say that they've changed, but they don't change, okay, there's something about following your intuition and moving forward and allowing yourself to move forward. If this person wants forgiveness, that's because they want you back in their energy, okay? But flowers are very significant as well. But like I said, facing your fears and moving forward is very significant. Like I said, you can forgive this person depending on the situation. Maybe it's not that deep, okay? For those of you, maybe it is that deep, okay? But I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys what to do, okay? But if you feel like in your heart genuinely that you want to forgive someone, then do that, okay? But if you feel also genuinely in your heart that you forgave this person from afar and you just don't want anything to do with this energy, that is also okay too. You know, I'm tired of people trying to tell the collective how they should and shouldn't live their life. If you feel like you do not want somebody in your energy because of your own reasons, that is your own reason, okay? People need to either accept it and move on or just understand the dynamic for what it basically is, okay? So forgiveness could be very significant. This could be within yourself, okay? This could be within situations that you've dealt with, but flowers could be very significant, okay? And even when it comes to forgiving yourself and facing your fears and your shadows, that could be also significant too, right? So yeah, home, okay? Matters of the home could be very significant, okay? This could be, for some of you guys, especially with the flowers and flowers in this new home, there's something about growth, okay? Planting seeds, growth, stability. Even when it comes to leaving a home, especially with this door being open, some of you guys could be leaving a home situation and making your own home, or there's something about coming home to yourself. For some of you guys, even when it comes to matters of the home, you could be feeling home within yourself, feeling comfort, okay? For some of you guys, you feel like home to somebody, but houses, apartments, condos, okay, homes, that kind of stuff, land could be very significant, okay? Even when it comes to feeling whole within yourself, it's like you've released that fear of what people may think or what they may say about you. And like I said, when it comes to forgiveness, if you forgave that person, this could have been from a distance, right? But you guys are releasing something when it comes to a home situation. Either you're moving from it or you're moving towards something new, okay? But yeah, there's something about wrench in the works. There's something being worked in the background, okay, when it comes to a home situation, okay? So fixing something could be very significant, okay? There's something about something being very bittersweet when it comes to this energy. So chocolate could be very significant. Somebody could be changing their diet, what they eat, okay? But something bittersweet could be very significant, right? This could be a situation that could be really good, okay? And it has like its, you know, ups and downs. Or like I said, when it comes to a home situation, there's something about bittersweetness. So you could have this energy about you where you're very sweet, but there's something bitter as well about you, where it's like people assume that they can say and do whatever they want in your energy, and then you show up as well bitter. Okay, not in a bad way, but in a way where it's like people may feel like because your energy is the way that it is, okay, maybe you're very sweet, okay, you're very smooth, you're very comforting, like chocolate, right? You're warm, but at the same time, you know how to protect yourself and defend your territory as well, okay? But there is something that's being, you know, done in the background when it comes to wrench in the works, okay? You could be working on something, okay? We also have the key, okay? Like I said, when it comes to drama, you could be dealing with someone in your energy that is very high drama, okay? So there's something about emotions being very heightened at this time, okay? Unfinished business when it comes to a piece to a puzzle. So like I said, confirmation with the horn. Someone in your energy feels like there is unfinished business, okay? There's something about high drama. Like I said, you guys are releasing whatever this is. If you have someone in your home situation that's full of drama, this is something that could be unfinished. You guys are releasing that. It's almost like you found the piece of the puzzle when it comes to a situation in the matters of the home, and you guys are releasing this, okay? It's almost like you are dealing with people who are very dramatic, and you are not somebody who's dramatic, okay? Keys are significant. Like I said, you guys could be opening up new opportunities or moving, okay? But rescue and also trust, okay? For some of you guys, like I said, when it comes to matters of the home, you guys are learning to rescue yourself. Being on your own island could be very significant. Isolation could be significant too. But like I said, when it comes to matters of the home, you figured out some type of piece to the puzzle, and now you guys are rescuing yourself and trusting yourself in whatever the situation is. This could be you and someone else that are coming together, because there's two people here, okay? So there's something about trust and balance that is very significant too. Even when it comes to sailing away, boats are very significant. Yeah, we have together. You and somebody could be coming together when it comes to putting your efforts into something brand new. Like I said, if you guys are moving forward, that is significant. We also have Fury. Okay, so like I said, you guys are coming together with someone else. Okay, this is energies of two people. Okay, you guys are moving away from whatever this is. If there was something to do with tornadoes or somebody coming into your energy like a tornado, it's like they come into your energy and they stir the pot, basically, whoever this is. I don't like that energy, because if somebody knows your situation and they keep bringing up somebody's energy over and over and over again, and you're not willing to budge, I think that person should stop speaking about that person and leave you alone, okay, and not bring it up, okay? That's another thing too. It's like a lot of older generations don't understand that some younger generations do not care and stand on business. You maybe want to people please, you maybe want to do things to make everybody feel comfortable, but sometimes making everybody feel comfortable means that you're making an abuser feel comfortable as well. Okay, and I'm not here for that. A lot of cultures, especially with women, they love to make the man their number one priority, even if the man is trash, even if the man is not a good man, even if the man is not somebody that should be with that person. It's almost like they would rather put the man first besides their own family or friends or kids or whatever the case is, because it's almost like being male-centered, basically, okay? So there's something about fairy, okay? Take what resonates with that. Like I said, you could have had somebody in your energy where you knew that they were trying to come together in a home situation, but you've realized what that missing piece was, and you're not allowing that in your energy. Whoever this is a lot of drama, and you're trying to find peace and tranquility in your energy. You would rather just leave things the way it is. You're not in the mood to entertain certain things because, like I said, you're protecting your energy, okay? Yeah, we have mischief, okay? It's almost like someone's in your energy trying to, you know, be a clown, play the fool. Like I said, Boo Boo the Fool is very significant too. Okay, so take what resonates with that. We have work. Okay, bees could be very significant too. Okay, worker bees. And also no help here. Okay, closed. Okay, so like I said, when it comes to work, bees, you could have closed the door, okay, on a situation. Okay, you may feel like there could have been situations where the door was closed, okay, for you in a situation. This could be work, this could be whatever it is, but when it comes to closing that door and releasing, like I said, unfinished business, you are closing the door to anything that is mischievous, okay, that brings fury, that brings drama. You're releasing that because you realize that people would rather be in drama than go into great depths within themselves, okay? At the bottom, we have choose your weapon. Okay, secret revealed. Okay, you unlocking something, especially with the key here at the bottom of the deck, with unlock and key here. Okay, and also ruins, right? And then we have the spark. We also have the perfect sandwich, and then we also have the clock is ticking. Okay, inheritance is significant, right? So there's something about your energy. You're staying on target. You're on point at this time, okay? And flying high, like you're basically moving above whatever this energy may be. If there's something about rising above the occasion as well, if you feel like people, places, and things are trying to make you feel some type of way about their energy. All right, but I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this message or video. And again, thank you guys for supporting my page and channel. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can book a reading or check out my blog. And yeah, you guys can check me out on YouTube and TikTok, all right? Those are the only platforms that I have. I don't have any other platforms besides those two. And of course, my website. All right, guys. But anyways, thank you guys again. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye, guys.